someone who prides myself on needing compliments, but I enjoy them. I really like them. They definitely are a good kickstart. When I was, I used to live with my friend Lloyd and Hector. We all lived together. Oh, and Stefan. They didn't want to make a Kool-Aid. That was like the thing in our little apartment. And they figured out that I didn't want to make the Kool-Aid, or that no one wanted to make the Kool-Aid. So they started telling me how good my Kool-Aid was, but it wasn't like they just didn't want to make it. It's like, God, this is like, I think Will makes the best Kool-Aid. And the other guy's like, I think so too. It's hard to argue that, man. And I was like, yeah, like that feeling of like, yeah. So I was like, I got this. And I would always make the Kool-Aid. And it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like wonderful. And like one day they're like, yeah, man, we just don't want to make the Kool-Aid. You make like regular Kool-Aid. Pretty straight up. Do you think you made like a special Kool-Aid or something? And I was like, but it was that feeling of like, yeah, I make the. So then I took pride in it. And I was like, when people come over, I'm like, dude, I make the best. Ask them. Guys, tell them. And they're like, yeah, Will makes the best Kool-Aid. But they're playing me. They just didn't want to make it. But it's that feeling, right? Where it's like it really gives you the oomph when someone compliments you or tells you you're doing well at something. So I don't want to be one of those people that is just like, don't care what other people say, because I think we all care in some way. There's got to be like a healthy level of care, right? Like I care enough that I want you to say nice things to me, but it's not going to ruin my day. It's not going to take me away from my goals, and I'll figure another way to get that same satisfaction somewhere else. Another person, a TV show, a song, music is really powerful. Something like that. That's my theory on it, is just figuring out if there's a person in your life that's negative or the hater. We all have a couple of those in our friend groups. You can't don't go around them when you're trying something new, because they will destroy it for you. You know what I mean? Like I have one friend that's like that. Had I gone to him with that tight shirt, he would have made fun of me, and I would have been like, stupid, I knew it. And I would have put my coat back on, and I was like, I need to go. It would have been a wrap on the night.
So, because you almost make a couple good points with that, is like, one of the things we do is we find evidence for what we believe. Mm-hmm. So if we believe that this tight shirt isn't going to look good, you would have gone, you had this guy already like in your corner, but you would have gone to the negative guy and gotten that feedback and been able to say like, hey, I tried, it didn't work. I can stick with my baggy shirt.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that's just interesting, is once you can because you're like, well, I have to find it somewhere else. If you can actually learn how to do that, that's really cool, because or you learn, if you really want to wear the skinny shirt, you learn how to look for evidence of everybody going to tell you that you look great. Like you're like, okay, like that guy's like smiling at me, or girl, because you're a guy.
Hey, those guys be smiling too. I appreciate it.
That girl is smiling at me. That's because of my tight shirt. Like you just look for all the evidence, and then it's like you have that kind of inner validation.
Yeah.
Another thing that I really has been powerful in my growth, and most of my clients, because we're always looking at the negative, right? You're like, the one thing I did wrong, so you come to this session and you're like, I did such a bad job this week. I had that one piece of chocolate. And you're kind of like, let's back up here. What did you do well this week? And they really struggle. They're like, I had that one piece of chocolate, and they can't really focus on that. But if you ever make a list, because I'm one of those people who focus on the one bad thing I did. And so I started making a list, like all the good things I did, and there would be so many. And then I'd have the one bad incident or whatever. And I'm like, look at your distorted view here. Like you're focusing on one when you did so many good things. And so that's another way to kind of get that validation for yourself, is start recognizing where you are doing well.
I think you might need a friend for that first list. Because I feel like it's going to be first time. Like I can see, I know I would, maybe not so much anymore, but I can see someone, if you ask me, make a list of the good things, I'd be like, I don't know. Like I made a Pop-Tart quickly. Like I would just I'd struggle. And then I think I would need a friend or you or someone to say like, did you do that? Okay. So that's good. You woke up on time for work. That's one. And then it kind of gets going.
And I'm great at that.
Your palms are sweaty, but hit the subscribe button already. Mom's spaghetti is red like the button to which you are heading to click on. Confetti.